We're live. Alex, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're watching, guys. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, okay, guys. So we started last week to do the Leaking Hose show, which is basically about talking about not about making more money with new clients, but just making sure that the money that you're making is not leaking and going down the drain. So we call that the leaking hose because there's a lot of money that you are making and losing, and you don't even see that money. And one of the things that came up in a conversation with Alex last week is the money that people never get. Because you spend all the time on a call with a client, and the client is excited, and then you let them go, they don't pay on time, and then they never pay. Or if you have memberships, or you have a smaller offer that you sell online, clients that are on the shopping cart, and then they never buy. You never know who's there, who abandons the cart, and then you lose them. And this is a lot of money that it goes down the drain. And I know because I've been in a lot of these calls, and you probably too, Alex, where you do all the work, you put all in, the client is excited, and then you don't collect the payment, and the client goes. So there is this window of opportunity, either if you are with the client or the client is by themselves, shopping on the website, that you want to be there on that time and make sure that you don't miss out on this opportunity. Because again, like, this is an effort that you've done on the call, or you maybe have put all this information on the website stuff, and then the client goes off. So Alex, I know that you've worked a lot on that stuff, and especially building automations and stuff, and I'm can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah, and I'm super excited about it. It's this process that we're talking about is called abandoned cart recovery. And maybe you're thinking, I don't even have a cart, but actually you do. You have. So we're talking about that moment where they almost paid you. They almost became your client, but something stopped them. And, oftentimes our mind tells us, oh, it's because I'm not good enough, or they don't really want to work with me, or they had objections, I didn't see them, whatever. Maybe don't have the money, but the reality oftentimes is different. And abandoned cart recovery is all about making sure that the people who actually wanted to pay you get the information, you remind them, you guide them towards the payment in your own language, very naturally, very gently, understandingly. And what is awesome about it is, check this out. This person is a hot lead, like as hot as they get. They don't get hotter, basically. And so if you have, let's say, a product that is $10, so you're selling an ebook for $10, or you have a membership that is like $49 a month, right? If you recover one cart, it might not seem like a lot. Okay, so that's $10 for me, or $49. So in the beginning, when I heard about this concept, I was like, oh, okay, well, there may be some money in that. But the reality is different. There's so much potential when you follow through with that person who abandoned that cart. So they have put in their email, they just didn't put the credit card information, or they didn't press the submit button. We have ways to retrieve information about that person, and to automatically send them an email that's going to look as if you send it, as a very caring person, because you want the transformation for them. What happens if they buy? They now are your client. So that gets them not one step closer, but many, many steps closer to becoming your loyal customer, your evangelist, because they can get the next product that you're going to be selling them. They may talk about the product that you just sold them because they're using it, and it's so awesome. They bring you referrals, they bring you new clients. And maybe ultimately, if you have a funnel build up, you have your product, maybe then you have your membership or your mastermind, and you have your one-on-one, maybe they will become your one-on-one client. If that is a program that costs $5,000, $10,000, from this $10 product, because you recovered the card, because you showed them you care, reach out to them in a non-invasive, non-spammy, non-sleazy manner, they may give you ultimately the profit of $5, $10, and then you kind of have that impact that you're dreaming of. So this is actually mind-blowing. When I realized it, I was absolutely mind-blown. It's not a difficult process. It's quite a simple thing and a very human thing to do, and most people don't do it. And there's just so much potential there. I mean, you don't have to do anything. You just set up the automation, does things for you.
That's true. And like the truth is that most people appreciate the follow-up. And yesterday I was playing around with a website, was checking something that I wasn't even interested in, but for whatever reason, and I don't know how and when, but I must have put my details on the shopping cart, and it was a product that it wasn't a fit for me. But then a few hours later, receive an email. It was very personal email and say, "Hey, Carlos, I see that you were about to buy that, but you didn't, and you don't really want to miss the opportunity. I think you should go." And I had a second thought about, like, am I gonna buy? I need something that I don't even need, and I was like, "Well, that's great." So again, and sometimes you have subscription for your clients, and the payments fail. And then you need to reach out, and then they don't pay. You need to remind them. So all this, it can be automated and in a way that it feels personal, as you say, right?
Oh yeah, totally. And the best reach outs from people and that were automations are the ones that don't feel like automations. So the one that you got, I'm pretty sure it was an automated email, but it was well written, which is something that I love to do for clients. I help them I write the emails for them. So in a way that feels like there's actually a real person there, because we all want that connection. We want to be seen. And yeah, I've had, like, I remember those emails. I remember those people. Even if I don't become a client, I recommend those people because I know that they care and they're not just trying to sell me, but they see me, you know, they see the need and they see maybe the reasons why I didn't buy in the first place. So it's an awesome process. Yeah.
Totally. All right. So cool. So where do we go from here?
Well, I think we're going to go talk about, I don't know if that's going to be next week, a little bit more about those failed reveals. So if you have a membership, a lot of money can be lost when somebody's credit card doesn't go through that second time. So we're going to talk about that process at some point in the show. But right now, let's keep it clear. I think let's keep it, simple and short. I think that's all that we wanted to share with you already.
Yeah. Beautiful. So let's drop the links to connect with people down in the comments. I think you live most on LinkedIn. I live most on LinkedIn as well. Any of you guys, like, check it out. If you have a landing page where people buy from you, or think about the times that someone said, "No, yes, I'm gonna send me more info and I'll buy later." And how many clients are excited on the sales call and then they walk away and you never hear from them. So this is something that you can actually avoid or minimize with all these kind of automations. So reach out if you have any questions. Both Alex and myself will be super happy to have a chat.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, no, I need to stop that. 1 second. Okay.
Oh, that was good, I think.
It was
How many
good.
minutes? I didn't set my watch.
I don't know. I was watching the video here in the group. It's a group that's called Online Coaches and Consultants Wanting to Make an Impact, which
Okay,
is,
cool.
I'm an admin and a friend of mine is admin too, but people keep.
And I am going to be working with a coach who has a